So to take us through his view of the world of STEAMI and AI, please welcome founder and CEO of Granville Energy and Tabi Group, Mr. Tabi T. Tabi.
Good morning. Okay, let's see how many people we have in the room. All the smart kids in the room, please stand up. All the smart kids in the room, please stand up. Good. Great, I like that. All the creative kids in the room, put your hands up. Great. Okay, so you can sit down, thank you. Where's the Minister of Energy? Is he still here? Mr. Mokoena? Are you about to go? Okay, all right, you can go. So today we're talking about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and all of those nice things. And what the future holds for you guys as the young kids coming up to take over the world. I'm going to talk a little bit about artificial intelligence, but let me bring it down to our world today. How many of you experienced load shedding this week? This morning, okay. And how many times a week do you get load shedding? Every day. 3 times a day. Okay. Do you think that all the electricity we use every day is going to good use, or do you think we waste? How many people believe that we waste a lot of electricity? Okay, why and how? How do we waste electricity? Okay, let me help you out. So currently, we waste about 35% of the electricity capacity we have in the country. That is a lot. So which means if we can save 35% of electricity, we probably will not have load shedding, or at least not as frequently as we do, right? Okay, so imagine that ESCOM needs to provide electricity, and in the morning, when you get ready to go to school, your parents are getting ready to go to work, you have the hot water running, your parents have to make breakfast. Demand of electricity is quite high, right? Because we all need electricity early in the morning. After work, after school, we come back home, your parents have to make dinner or supper, you need to watch TV, some of you have to do your homework, so we need more electricity in the evening, right? And during the day, we do not have a lot of need for electricity. Now imagine a situation where instead of ESCOM load shedding everybody else, ESCOM would know which of you left on the TV in your bedroom or your game console on that you're not playing, or the parents who left the offices and did not turn off the light, okay? Or somebody would turn on the geyser and the geyser is already hot, yet it's still putting electricity. And ESCOM can turn that off remotely. Alternatively, you have a small piece of software that runs in your house. It's a little gadget, like your Wi-Fi access point, which can tell your house electricity system to turn off certain devices, appliances like your TV, your fridge, the geyser, when ESCOM needs more electricity. That way we are contributing, you are contributing to save ESCOM from load shedding everybody. How would that make all of us feel? Wonderful. Okay. So with that kind of need, that's where we can, one of the areas where we can use artificial intelligence. How many of you have heard about artificial intelligence? You? Okay, who hasn't? Okay. So just to break it down for you, it's basically, do you know what software is, code is? You use Android phones, right? You play games, right? Yeah, okay, so that is software. So software controls the decision, the logic that drives your game, okay? Tells your game console, when you push the button, it tells the game console what to do on the screen as well. So we can use the same software in a different way to learn how you use electricity at home. So every time your mother is baking, your father is watching TV or watching soccer or rugby, it stores that information, right? And when they're not watching TV, it stores the information. Also, at the same time, we can get information from ESCOM to know when ESCOM needs a lot of electricity to supply to factories, to the street lights, to other people, right? So this software knows who needs electricity the most at what time, and it can make that decision on the fly. So you don't have to remember to turn off the light in your bedroom. How many of you get shouted at by your mom when you leave the lights on in your bedroom? Yeah, me too. I used to get that a lot, right? So that is how artificial intelligence can be used one way that can help us out. Now, why is artificial intelligence important? It's important because as we have more people, we have more jobs, there's demand to make more things, and to save the environment, to save money as well, we need to do things better, right? So that is called efficiency. So we need to find better ways of doing things, and that's what artificial intelligence will help us to automate and make things more efficient. Now, for you, the youngsters coming up, the previous speaker spoke about your jobs that you do not yet exist. One of the biggest areas that will exist in the future is in artificial intelligence or AI, right? And for you to work in that space, you need to be good in the sciences and math and technology, right? Who amongst us is lazy? Who doesn't like to wake up in the morning? Yeah, me too. But you can be in bed and still make a lot of money by using AI, right? You want to pay the bills, you want to go on holiday, you want to buy nice things. So you can use science and math and technology to build solutions that can make money, like Dr. Dunn said earlier on. You can 3D design things that you can print, okay? But also at the same time, AI can help you identify which country, which city, which street needs your product the most, right? So what do you think about AI? Do you think it's cool? It is. Okay, who would like to study AI and computer science here? Okay, so let me tell you guys a quick story before I stop. Imagine you live in Limpopo and there's no telephone line in the village, but you have a radio, right? You can tune into the radio, listen to FM station, all the nice music. But it is coming one way to you. And then one morning you wake up and say, well, if these people can get to this box, how can I get back to them? How can I talk to them, right? And you sit in your science or your physics class and you understand something called frequency and how frequency works. And you look at the radio, you see those little gadgets inside, those little things that look like different colors. And you figure out that if you buy those things, you can also create your own radio. When you talk, people can hear you, right? And then you come home one day, you create your own radio. It's not perfect, but at least when you talk, if somebody tunes into the same frequency like a radio station, they can hear you talk. Now you have one that you receive, so you have two of them, one to receive, one to speak into, right, to transmit. Your friend has the same, you know, in the house. What have you done? You've created what? A telephone system, a wireless telephone, right? What is a telephone? You have a receiver and a transmitter. That's what it is, right? So that's what I did when I was 14 years old. So that's my story. That's how it started, because I live in a rural area where we did not have any telephone, and I had to communicate with my friends. So we decided in our club, science club, to create a telephone system, which we call a wireless radio. So long as you identify problems in your communities, okay, and you study and learn how to fix those problems, you will one day become change maker in the community. So today, before I leave, I want to encourage you people not to give up. All the challenges we see, the load shedding we have today, the fact that, you know, some of you might not get your taxi ride in the morning to get to school on time, all of these are challenges, but these challenges present you with opportunities, right? So that tomorrow you can start up companies or you can work for companies or universities solving these problems, right? So when you go to class, when you think, when you do math and science, do not just look at numbers and equation and things you don't understand on the board. Think about the problems that you have to solve and see science and technology and math as the tools that you need to solve those problems, right? Okay, so that's what I'll leave you guys today. So don't give up, don't get discouraged. Take the challenges you have, turn them into opportunities. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tabi. Wait, please stay on stage with me before you run away. Does anybody have any questions for him? Any questions about AI specifically as well? Okay, do you want the microphone for that question? Something about, okay, we have a question over there, 2 questions over there, and one over here, another one over there, another one over there. See, you were gonna run away, sir.
Where do you come from?
It depends. Right now, I am from South Africa, but I moved here many years ago.
How many?
Yeah, so from Cameroon.
So how
It's okay. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Let it out. You can ask your question now. Guys, can we please be kind to each other? Thank you. You can ask your question, madam. Or do you want your friend to help you?
so how do we lost electricity?
Okay, that's actually a good question. How do we lose electricity?
Okay, in the context of what we experience today, when the demand of electricity is too high than what ESCOM can supply, ESCOM is forced to switch off some people to be able to ensure that the generation plant does not fail, right? So they'll turn it off.
What do you find with the
Okay.
population?
Yeah.
Sir, what do you find with a population?
I didn't get that.
Guys, can we please be kind to each other? Okay, do you wanna, what do you wanna find out? You can ask it in Sutu if you want to. Okay. Where's the other mic? You can ask.
Sir, I didn't understand when you said we waste 35% of an electricity.
Okay, it means that 35% of the capacity that we have, most of the time we have appliances that are running that we don't need to keep on. We can keep them off. Okay, so like if you leave the light on in your bedroom on, and you're not in the bedroom, you're wasting electricity. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, we're gonna take 2 more questions, and then we need to move on.
Sir,
And the girl over there at the back.
what inspired you to do all of this?
Say that again.
What inspired you to do all of this?
Oh yes. Just like you guys, challenges that I faced growing up as a kid. Okay. We live in an environment where electricity supply was never constant. There was no telephone line, and the roads were always bad. So it would take days, to travel from one city to the other, right? So instead of complaining, I decided to start thinking about solutions. Okay.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
My question is that how has your journey been so far?
It has been challenging, but ultimately very rewarding and fulfilling.
Thank you very much. Can we please give it up for him one more time?